Hi, friends. It's Mrs. McCarver, and it's time for today's writing lesson. Yesterday, we started to branch out and think about some different and maybe more exciting things that have happened to us. We created this bubble map. Remember, I started mine. I had a trip to Disney, the park, swimming. I also added shopping at Target and going to the beach. So today, we're going to pick one of the ideas from our bubble map and start to work on creating a detailed picture. I picked my day at the beach and I started my picture so I could talk to you a little bit more about making sure it's detailed and adding labels. So let's look at it. So, what we're really trying to do today is to think about one of the times that we put on our bubble map. I picked the beach and draw the story of that time. So I started by drawing. There's the water, there's my son playing ball in the water, there's me, my towel and chair and umbrella and my cooler. And that gives you a kind of good idea of what was happening. But I really want to think about the story my picture is telling, and I want to think about what's important. So the whole story of this picture is we were at the beach, we were playing, but it was also a very windy day, and actually my umbrella blew away, and I had to chase it all the way down the beach. So I want people to understand that whole story. I want to make sure there are all the details that I need in my picture. And then I'm going to start to add labels. Labels are going to help me think about the words and parts of my story that are important and start to think about how I would write those words. So later, when I come to my sentence, I've already done a little bit of the work. So, like I said, my son is here playing ball in the water, and there's me. Oh, and you know what? Another important part of that day when I had to run down the beach to chase the umbrella was my daughter was building a sandcastle, and I stepped on it. Oh my gosh. So I want to make sure I put her and the sandcastle in the picture because that's an important part of that day. Okay. Now, those details are a great start. And I'm going to start to add some labels. Remember, labels are where we put a word by that part of the picture. And I'm thinking about the important parts to label that will be things I want to write later. I'll definitely be writing our names. So I'm going to add those. And I'm going to put mom. And then I want to think about what else I'm going to be writing about. Well, I'm going to write about this umbrella. So let me do some of the work of stretching that word. When I say it slowly, I hear the then I hear the brr. I hear the brr, l, So I've already figured out how to spell this word. When I get to writing that part of the story, I'm only going to have to look up here to write that same word. Oh, another part that's going to be important is this sand castle. Castle. And the towel is important because the towel blows away too. Owl. So now I've added some details in my picture that are important to the story, like the umbrella and the sandcastle, the towel, the beach where we're at. And I've added the labels of words I might need to work on later, like our names and the things that are going to be an important part to the story. So today, your job is to pick one of the times from your bubble map and start by drawing a detailed picture with labels. Don't worry about the sentence, but really focus on this picture today.